welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Hey guys.
So today me and Lucas are going to be finally sitting down to answer some of the questions you've been asking on Instagram. We're going to do 25, right? 25 questions.
We'll try to give you an honest answer to, at least try to. So yeah, let's get it started.
Yeah, there's going to be a mysterious voice asking questions. Mysterious voice, where are you?
I'm the mysterious voice.
Yes. So let's start.
First question is, how did your day look when the brand went viral?
Okay, so that was basically, we were in Greece. We were on a holiday.
Vacation,
Yeah, so we were chilling, okay? We knew that we were about to drop this brand, but we had no followers, no email subscribers, nothing. We were just chilling. And basically, I just posted a draft in the morning that I had saved, and I went to the shower. Lucas was on a run, came back, we were 1,000 views. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? Little did we know.
it was a good day. It was a good day. We went to the beach.
Yeah, we went to the beach. The phone was blowing up.
We had this email subscription on our website. And I remember when we left, there was only 5 subscribers, and then we came back, it was already up to 2,000.
Yeah.
And by the evening, it was already 10K.
Yeah.
So just like, crazy.
It was crazy. Our Instagram went from 0 to 10,000 in a week, so you can imagine that it was a lot to handle, but it was so fun. We actually even missed the flights back home because we were just answering people's messages.
Yeah.
Nice. So let's talk more about the brand.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to start the brand?
So we started in 2020, July, so that's when we started thinking about creating a brand, and we actually launched our first drop in September.
Yeah.
So yeah, already right now it's a year and a half.
Yeah.
So what was the first piece you guys designed?
It was the down-to-earth hoodie with the butterflies on.
Yeah.
So let's talk less about the brand and more about you guys.
Okay.
How did you two meet?
Okay, so basically I was in the last year of high school. By the way, I'm 1 year older than Lucas. That's a spicy fact that nobody knew. And basically, yeah, I was just done with guys. I had my heart broken before, and I told that to my friend, who was a mutual friend. And basically, she set us up on a date without me agreeing to it. And I was like, okay, let's just go. And then, yeah,
It worked out in the end.
Yeah.
As you can see. Wait,
I
how many years were together now?
8 years almost.
8 years. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, after the first date, I was like, fuck, he's going to USA. What are we gonna do? It's gonna be an issue. And it worked out.
So you've had your ups and downs, but what has been the most challenging part about running the brand as a couple?
You know, everyone told us that it was gonna be so hard and that like what's gonna happen if you break up. But I feel like for us it's so easy. Like I would not do it with anyone else. And if I was running a brand with a stranger, I would probably go crazy. Because with Lucas it's so easy to be like,
I mean, we're like best friends.
Yeah.
We trust each other 100%, and I feel like in doing business together, you have to have that trust. Without trust, there wouldn't be.
yeah.
We would not have no success basically.
Yeah,
So-
no, for us that's like the best combination. I feel like if it just works out, if it works out, we just.
As long as we keep it honest with each
Yeah.
other, so that's what
Yeah, that's what matters.
works well.
So has there ever been a design that one of you didn't like but didn't say anything?
I mean, in every drop that we design, there's always some sort of conflict or disagreement, but we know that it's never personal,
Yeah.
and that's something that basically brings the best out of us. When we basically change our perspectives on each design and like kind of bring the best pieces and like just put them together.
Or just agree, like disagree until we agree, basically.
Yes, and that always works out to best in the end.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk more about the brand. What is the story behind the name Broken Planet?
Oh, that was such a long task for us. When we started the brand, we were like, we have everything but the name. And well, now we say that the goal of the company is to fix the broken planet, because obviously we have the foundation, which is what we're going to be doing with it. But yeah, it was initially just Broken Planet, but then I think the most annoying thing for us was that when we wanted to launch it, the Broken Planet name was taken both on TikTok and on Instagram, so we couldn't like just create Broken Planet out of nowhere.
So it kind of made sense to add, market and just use it as that.
Yeah.
But right now we're trying to get it back to Broken Planet because it's something that
Now we know that we actually need the name, so we're working on rebranding at the moment. So coming
it's
soon.
coming soon.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. So did your studies have any effect with what you're doing now?
I mean, I was studying international tourism management. So my studies were like associated with sustainability a lot. So I think that's what kind of like added that sustainability spice into this whole brand and like the foundation. And Lucas was.
I studied computer science, so I think even though we designed together, we bring different skill sets to the table, which I think worked really well for us. We kind of bring all of this together, and it's just everything that the brand needs.
Yeah, it just
we have
works.
it here. The core is here. So I think that was really important in building this business.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, these questions are now like big fan favorite questions. Are physical stores in the plans for growth and planning?
This is one of those
That's a big
disagreements.
debate.
Yeah, this is one of the things where I really wanted. Listen, it would be so cool to have shops in London, Paris, New York, LA, Miami. Like, I can see the vision, and Lucas is like, no.
I mean, I'm not 100% against it. It's just I don't think it's the time yet. I think in the future it's gonna happen.
But when it happens, it's gonna be so good. Trust
We'll
us.
We'll have to
Yeah.
do something very different. But yeah, it's gonna happen at some point.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about the products. What inspires your designs?
We get inspired by everything. We get inspired a lot by just space as it is. And when I was growing up, I always wanted to be studying astronomy, and I never was good at physics and mathematics, so that didn't kind of work out. But I just we used to always fantasize about space, and I feel like we were.
So, since we don't know anything about
Yeah.
space really, we're trying to create our own universe,
Yeah, so
build
it's-
it from scratch basically, and show how we imagine
Yeah.
it to be. So yeah.
It's kind of like tapping into your inner child and just making these wild dreams into a brand.
Yeah.
So would you say your aim is to be a unique product or be something that is more accessible for consumers?
Well, that's a good question, and I think there's always a balance between both of those things. We gotta try to have both options for people. It's some more exclusive line, more interesting stuff, and then you have more simple designs, more something that's available to everyone most of the time basically. So we're working on that as well. We're still in development, but it's coming as well.
Yeah, it's important that sustainable streetwear is accessible to people every day of the month.
So let's talk about streetwear. So what inspired you to start a brand that connects streetwear with sustainability?
So it was during the lockdowns, because our brand was a lockdown baby. We literally started in 2020 when everything was shut down, and Lucas was getting really into streetwear, and he kind of hooked me up as well. And then we were like, well, that's cool, but is that ethical? What are the fabrics? And we just saw a gap in the market.
And you know what happens most of the time is that the brands do it the other way around. They start with sustainability, they push the sustainability so much that the consumer, he doesn't want, it feels like it's just put in his face, but we try to do it the other way around. First we made people like our designs, our idea, and then sustainability comes as just,
as a
bonus,
as a norm in a way.
We don't really push it so much, but to us it's just natural thing. Every decision that we make has to be with sustainability in mind, and from the start to now, it's ever been like that. So always been like that. So
yeah, and I feel like the way we do business is that's how it should be done. So we're not trying to say that we're very different. We're just doing fashion the right way,
At least try to
Yeah.
do best what we can.
So would you say it's difficult to make clothes ethically nowadays?
It's not difficult, it's just way more expensive, and that's why you don't see many brands do it. That's a fact.
Okay, back to you guys then. Favorite shoe of all time?
Yeezy insulated boot. My
That's
favorite shoe.
a tough question, man. There's so many good shoes.
We might sit here for a while.
And if I could pick one shoe, it'd probably be Travis Scott, Jordan 1 High.
Okay, that's nice. Biggest challenge getting started? What steps did you follow?
When you start a brand like this, you have no information. It's really difficult to find because a lot of things are very specific, and there's so much out there as well.
There's no book on how to do it correctly.
So you try to do your best and see, and for us, we did a lot of research, and that really helped us. We tried to many different things and see what worked and what not, and
But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
even though we did so much research, when the brand dropped and when we got viral and then we got like 1,000 orders, and we went from not knowing how to run a sustainable streetwear brand to like having people that we were
And
responsible
we did so
for.
many mistakes as well. I
Yeah.
think that was the best teacher as well. You know?
Yeah.
Kind
Like,
of, yeah.
One example could be when we just dropped. We basically had all of our money stuck in banks, in different banks, and nobody was giving the money away. For like, they weren't returning the money because they were like, "Well, you're such a new company. You just registered like last week. What do you want us to give you back the money now? Prove that you're not a fraud." And then you have.
Locked us for like a week.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to do because
We couldn't pay for shipping.
Yeah.
We couldn't pay for stock, for nothing, and people were like,
And it's the first drop. People don't know us. They don't know what to expect. And,
It was scary.
They have to wait like 2 months for their products. It's obviously shady. So, well, we figured it out eventually, but yeah, it was a really stressful time.
So now you guys have new designs every month. How hard do you find it to come up with a new one?
It's very difficult. Obviously, each drop has different team and different idea behind the drop, and it's we have to think so much in advance to do that. We have to kind of tie all of it together because that's what our brand is about. Tying the drops and basically creating our own universe. And creating something like you really need to work on that consistently in order to develop the story and everything about this brand. So it's just difficult.
and I think it's the hardest part is the fact that we still need to run the business as well. So we always get told that like with our ideas, we should just be locking ourselves in the room and basically just designing and just creating new stuff. And we want to do that so badly, but you come to the office and you have people that need you for different things. Now that we have a warehouse as well, the phone is always ringing. Everyone needs you, and it makes sense why they need you. But because we're also the designers, it's hard. It's hard. That's probably the most difficult thing. But if me and Lucas sit down, like the ideas just go crazy.
It becomes easier as we go. Like in the beginning, it was hard, but now I think we're much more.
We have many things ready for you guys.
So do you think you can split your personal and work life nowadays?
No.
That's something we're really struggling with right now, and we're really working on it. But it's very difficult.
It's so difficult. Like sometimes Lucas is on the computer at 10, and he's like, "Dre, send me the designs I need to submit." And like you're about to go to bed, You're like, that's such a sacred time, and then you just have to open up the iPad.
I mean, sometimes you get like an idea at like 10 o'clock, and you just take your iPad, start like sketching like how it would look like.
A great example is how when we went to the hotel for our Valentine's. We spent the whole weekend just plotting stuff. We couldn't like stop talking about it. And
When it starts, like when you get that inspiration, like it's hard to stop.
Yeah.
So it's difficult.
So this is a very interesting question. Why is your website so shit?
an answer?
Yeah, it's. Why are you so mean?
First of all, guys, I read someone like said it, and it made so much sense. Do you think it's fun for us that our website is not working? Do you think like we have fun when everyone's just like messaging
And the
us?
funny thing is that it's not even the website. It's basically Shopify doing us dirty for most of the time, and our brand grew so like quickly, pretty much exponentially, month by month, which is so difficult to catch up with everything, the infrastructure. It's not there, like we went from 2,000 orders to like way above, and it's just when 50,000 people try to buy at the same time, it's very difficult to handle that.
And we only get one chance per month to actually test it and see if it works. It's hard, but the last drop, right? We finally triggered Shopify.
We found a solution now, and I promise you guys, the next drop is gonna be so much better. It's gonna be much better.
If not, you know who to blame.
That's good to hear. So how do you choose your manufacturer?
I think we got lucky. We really got lucky.
Yes.
We basically, when we started looking for a manufacturer, when we were like, it's time, we realized that we weren't able to hit the minimum order quantities with a lot of factories that were, kind of matching our standards. And then we met our current manufacturer, and literally she's an angel. She believed in us, and she believed in our vision straight away, and she took us in and basically helped us.
Yeah, she helped us so much, even with the samples, with everything. Like we were really below the minimum quantities to order, and then she basically allowed us to do it, and now we're one of their biggest clients, you know, which is like crazy to think about. And, like, you know, it's
we can't wait to even go to the factories and meet her, meet the people. Like we wanted to do that the second we started the business. But obviously because of COVID, it's just still like, you know, still kind of like fresh, and we're definitely like, we want to keep our relationship with her as amazing as it can be, because she's amazing. She always has a back, and make sure that everything is just the way we want it and the way it has to be.
Okay, final few questions. Do you guys originate from England?
No, we're both Lithuanians.
So whereabouts?
I'm from Cholet, a very small
I'm
town.
from Palanga.
Even smaller.
Yeah, it's really small. It's next to the sea, Baltic Sea.
Yeah, so Lucas grew up with premium air, coming from the seaside.
It's probably going to be your favorite question. How did you get Flame?
Okay.
I'll
Flame.
let Dre answer that.
So basically, me and Lucas, like we said, we've been dating for 8 years, and I think ever since we started dating, we soon realized that we both have the same favorite breed, and we're like, yeah, one day after uni we should get a dog, a Doberman. And then we always wanted 2 Dobermans. Now we're even thinking about 3. I don't know why. We're a bit crazy. Maybe it's just the overwork.
It was really unplanned. Like, we didn't plan to get one, you know, anytime soon, but the opportunity presented itself, and, you know, we went to see Flame, and like, I knew already when we like were going there, and they were like, there's no way we're coming back without him, because, like, you know, it's a puppy.
And he picked us. He picked us. I was wearing the Night in the Desert hoodie, and it had the yellow stars, and he had a yellow collar. So the second we walked in, Flame just ran to me, he started licking me, and I was like, oh, we have a matching, you know, collar with the elbow. I was like, you're ours. Lucas was looking at me like, are you sure? What are we doing here? But yeah, we wanted a brown Doberman Flame, and then black one Ghost, and now we're thinking about how is that color? Fawn?
Yeah, let's not think about it.
Yeah, let's not go there. 2 is gonna be more than enough. But the funny fact is that we got Flame one day before our anniversary drop, so the World's End drop. So we got him, and I was still finishing the product list while he was like biting me, and it was so hard to focus, and the drop was so crazy as well, because it was just a lot, you know.
It was a good time anyway. It was amazing.
Yeah, he was a perfect addition to our family.
Final question.
There's more. Okay.
Did you ever think your brand would get as far as it is right now?
Well, like, we thought it was gonna be something, you know, but we never expected it to be this big that quickly. You know, it's something that, you know, happens, you know, not that often. So yeah, I think it's crazy to think, like, sometimes I just sit and like, yeah, like, how did we even get here? Like, you know, in a year and a half, like, you know, not many companies even like overall can, you know, say that they reached this, like, you know, success, and to me it's crazy to believe it.
And to think that you never supported me doing TikTok. Look at this guy. He used to make fun of me all the time, and then I was like, well, look at this.
Well,
yeah,
I told you that I'm wrong on that. So.
Yeah, he had to apologize on this one. I think that, I don't know, like, we had previous business ideas as well, so we were always trying to have our own business, and because of that, I kind of always had like a mindset. Like, I always wanted to have my office, my personal space. I never wanted to work for anyone, because whenever if I worked for someone, I would be suggesting ideas to them, and then they would be like, "Shut up! It's not for you to say." So I think, like, we were always kind of like preparing, manifesting, if I may say so, and then we just never expected that it would be so quick and like so big all of a sudden. So we're just grateful to be here, you know. We're just
it's a blessing.
Trying to make the most out of it, for sure.
Graceful every day.
Thank you guys for answering the questions.
Thank you, boys.
No worries. It was really good questions.
Yeah, we hope that you guys enjoyed the answers, and we should do this more often. You know, it's fun to
I
sit
think
down.
it actually was pretty fun. So
Yeah, it was pretty fun. We'll do it again. So make
see
sure
you
to
next video.
prepare your questions for part 2.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yes. Much love to you guys. Bye.
Bye.